Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. It's Look Who It Is. I need to be kind of quick on this one because I have a couple of things that I need to do today, a few things that I need to do today, but, you know, it is what it is. It's Look Who It Is. The one thing that I can control in my life is what old god I fight, which is something that you'd feel like you wouldn't actually really be able to control. If we're being honest. I don't know, let's go random spell. Go easy on myself today? Apparently the RNG's going easy on me. Hunted by the cult? I could do that. But, you know, it's kind of crazy, honestly, right? Like, I'm recording this video, like, so here's the thing, like, the events that set World War III into place already happened. But, like, so far, it's not World War III. So, like, I'm recording this video, there was, like, a big thing where, it was, like, a big thing happening tonight, you know? Like, there's a lot of warning signs going on, like, war is a-brewing, you know? A world war is a-brewing. Potentially TM question mark. Or maybe just another forever war in the Middle East, you know? Neither of those things are good. They're all actually really, really bad. But, you know, we're approaching boots on the ground territory rapidly. And that might happen tonight while I'm recording this video, right? Like, that's the crazy thing about this that's, like, very hard to wrap my head around. Is, like, while I'm recording this video, it's probably gonna be, like, 20 minutes. But, like, throughout the course of this night, who knows how history is gonna change, brother? It's going crazy. I don't know why I did it in that order, but never punished. Always lucky, never punished. At least in this game. And it's like, honestly, chat? Like, I mean, I hate to bring up such a bummer at the beginning of the... Flint and steel, that's the wrong thing. What the heck did I just grab? Where's the image? There, that's the wrong image. That's the wrong image as well. That's the worst possible image possible.
Oh, sorry. Suddenly, somewhere, Emmerdale seems to have disappeared. We'll go back to it as soon as we can, once we've found it.
There we go. All so that I could do the one shrimple thing of looking at Moriko on the TV without, like, having to put, like, a flashing image warning on the screen. Okay. So we're ballin', chat. We're ballin'. I mean, Violent Vigil is a fun thing to do early. We could do Violent Vigil into Fear Festival probably pretty easily, right? We're not getting a C-slot item anytime soon. Hello, dog. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Dog moment. What was she doing, you might ask? She was looking sad near the now closed door, and the thing about that, why that's not acceptable, chat, is that the door was open, and she decided to not go out. And it's like, well, I'm gonna start recording, so I gotta close the door. And then the moment I close the door, she's like, no, you can't close the door! And it's like, well, it's, look who it is, the door is closed. I'm sorry. The door is... Okay, this is such an incredibly cursed recording session already, but, like, I don't have time. No time for it. I don't have any time for the curses, man. I gotta go. This is honestly, like, such a disastrous recording session already. And it's like, that's crazy, man. The beasts are restless, even though they were perfectly chill, like, 5 minutes ago, and I'm like, ooh, they're chill. I can start recording now. And I'm getting, like, alarms going off on my phone at, like, 6:30, bro? Come on. I don't even remember what I set a 6:30 alarm for on my phone. I literally don't remember. There's no reason for it. I don't have anything to do right now. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my god, the grand uncle is gone. Guys, the grand uncle is gone. That's crazy. Yikes. I mean, maybe Moriko will just lock it in. Maybe she'll just lock it in. Maybe she'll just lock it in. Maybe she'll just lock it in. I mean, long pig steak is something that exists. Can I click on the damn things? Is my DPI fine? Like, what the hell? I always hate, like, DPI settings because I get used to whatever I'm using and then I accidentally hit a DPI setting and then I don't notice because it changes at, like, a very small increment, like by 500 or whatever, or like 1,000. And then I'm like, oh, this feels right. And then I get used to this, and then I play Final Fantasy 14, and I'm like, oh my god, everything's all so wrong. I can't click my abilities. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Ah, you piece. And so this is wrong. But this feels wrong, bro. This feels too slow. But is that just the wah cursor effect, maybe? I don't feel very accurate with my goddamn, yeah, whatever. You got Book of Gore? What the hell? I mean, I was gonna say, give me the 50, put the 15 EXP in the bag, bro, but like... Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Oh, you piece. Okay, hold on. What can we do? We're gonna dodge, and then we're gonna do a 95% chance. Moriko has never missed those. And apparently, she don't miss those happy feet either. I don't know, it's hard to be, it's hard to think about anything else, you know? Because the thing about, like, commentary, right, is you gotta be locked in, you gotta be dialed. You gotta be thinking of, like, fun things to... You gotta be thinking of, like, fun things to, like, talk about, you know? And when the looming, destruction of the world is upon us, it's like, oh, well, you know... It kind of, like, here's the thing. I don't want to be doomer about it at all, because I think any doomer scenario is more of a reason to keep living, right? So I'm not, like, dooming about it. I'm like, I want to live, you know? I'm Nico Robin in that one scene of One Piece. Ooh. Iwa? My boy? My friend? My companion? What are you cooking in the kitchen? Hiroyuki Mizutani for 2 funds. I don't remember what you do. I always get you confused with the other one. Like, one of you gives stamina, one of you, like, takes money. I always forget. I always forgore skull emoji. So you're an enemy that we can't run away from, right? We can't run away from this encounter. So we're just gonna have to lock it in, and we're gonna have to beat you up. Gonna do a little 10 damage, or alternatively... we can do 5 actions, and then we can do 10 damage to you. Absolutely. We would never miss these. We're locked in. We're dialed. Am I stupid? I think I might be. I got, like, temporarily flashbanged by, these being available. I was like, isn't the mystery about to end? Aren't we about to go into the forest? Honestly, do we have a hospital mystery? I'm gonna be real with you, chat. I know we love talking about killing Kazumi, and, like, we're going into the woods, so it would be the perfect opportunity to do so, because it's 1984, and, there's a lot of people going missing in this town and dying to horrific eldritch monstrosities that are just, like, stalking the forest, you know? So, if we ever wanted to do it, this would be literally the perfect time in history to do something like that. Oh my god, the squad has been assembled? I almost feel bad that we didn't get, like, the 3 schoolyard allies before going here, because this is, like, we could have 6 allies right now. Oh, hey, I leveled up. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, first aid is, like, really good. Art knowledge is also really good. We need 1 more point of freaking perception, dude. 1 more point of freaking perception. You piece. 109, 116. Brace is finally on the menu. Is it? Is Brace on the menu, chat? I don't actually think it is. I actually don't think brace is on the menu. As much as I hate to say it, we're just gonna eat the damage. We're going up to 30% doom. Are you telling me this place is doomed? Yo, they prepared for something? Just like me, for real, for real? This is a doomed location, isn't it? Never, ever, ever in a million years send Park Ranger. You lose the ally and gain the hunting rifle. Which, admittedly, I guess the hunting rifle does like 30 shoot damage, right? Or like 20 shoot damage? Shoot damage, gun damage, bullet damage. So, I mean, maybe you could cheese something with it, especially on Moriko, but you'd just rather have the +1 damage. Like, you might be thinking to yourself, there's no way that +1 weapon damage, like, makes up to, like, 31 or whatever throughout your run. But also, it's like, you would just rather have the +1 damage in probably just every fight instead of just, like, killing, like, 2 things instantly. Actually, you know what? I think back in the day when it, like, was a terrible weapon and it did, like, 15 shoot damage, bullet damage, you probably would never do it. But if it really does, like, 30, if I'm remembering that correctly, maybe you do that. Maybe that's kind of fucking amazing. Maybe that's kind of goated, honestly. Because if you can fuel it with ammo stash, you can probably just cheese every encounter in the game. Or at least most of them. But then, of course, that's like, are you going to be able to switch weapons? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, I would rather just, like 6 Doom and a really good item, or 5 Doom and we don't get that really good item, but the item has anti-synergy with Moriko. You know what I mean? We need to do, like, a Moriko weapon run one of these days. We can't just keep using the old shotgun. Maybe we should do, like, a Moriko strength build or something. That'd be really fun. I almost wish there was a way that you could, like, give Moriko, and there probably is through, like, modding events, right? You can probably add an event that gives you this as an item, but, like, getting the Haru's unique gun on Moriko, which is, like, a strength weapon, that would actually be that would be insane. I would love to see that. I might look into doing something like that. Although this isn't the version you can mod, I would have to go into the public beta, right? Or is it just that the Steam Workshop is the public beta? Coma, Noisy Nails, Crimson Cape. I mean, honestly, we can, like, post whatever we want right now. We're kind of ballin'. Maybe we want to level up more just so that our combat's really good. I think we can level up more. I think we can level up a little bit more and then fight the bosses at their peak. Because the thing is, if you want to fight the bosses early, that's typically, holy crap. If you want to fight the bosses early, that's typically because you need to cheese them, and you're gonna get screwed if you don't. But with a really strong character, with, like, good perks, good allies, you can probably just go balling. You can probably fight the bosses at their peak and not have to worry about it. Even if you can cheese with Moriko, which is something you can do because we got 30 damage in the bank right now. It's still, I think we go peace of mind, you know? We're not going to the store, we're not shopping, we're not losing a bunch of Doom, not gaining a bunch of Doom. I mean, deduction is a banger, but in this economy, you gotta go perception. And I mean, we're kind of, do we have fetid fumes? Let me rest once, just to kind of get some HP back. I almost want to rest again, but nah. We're feeling okay. He suddenly disappeared, and I'm not sure when the surgery is over. How despicable. Now bracing is on the menu. The only reason bracing is on the menu is because we can attack twice. Which, I mean, is actually pretty good, by the way. And we got a lot of healing out of that, too. And we took a lot of sanity damage from completing this mystery, so... we're kind of ballin'. Noisy Nails or Crimson Cape? I think we can get stronger. And so we'll do Noisy Nails first. And we can either just shoot twice, or we can... I mean, we have more sanity and perceptions are higher stat than dexterity, so you gotta do that every single time. And we've got pretty good sanity regen, by the way, as well, because every time we kill an enemy, it's basically a net gain. Well, not a net gain, but like if they're a stamina enemy, it's always a net gain. If they're an all enemy or a sanity enemy, it's a little... We'll take the 1% Doom. It's kind of crazy how in some runs, 1% of Doom can really screw you over, and then in other runs, it's like 1% Doom is basically like free. It's like a free space. This is a dexterity check, I'm like 90% sure, so we'll just let you rip off one of my nails. That's fine. I mean, you know, listen, the guy, he just wants your nails, and he doesn't kill you. That's probably better than, like, he doesn't kill you until you break into the hospital ward with his daughter's body in it, so... He's, like, you know, not, like, good, not, like, karmically good or, like, morally justified. He's pretty objectively evil. But, like, as far as Wa enemies go, he's probably one of the more morally, like, not evil, but, like, or not, you know, good, but... Would I rather run into Akamanto, or would I rather run into the Kabuki killer, you know? I mean, I guess he is the killer, so he definitely kills people, but some people he just rips 1 or 2 fingernails off of, you know? So it's like, I would probably run into one guy and either die or lose my fingernails than run into a eldritch monster that kills me. Guaranteed, you know, like, kills me dead. I'm not a WA protagonist. I wouldn't have good stats. I wouldn't be able to fight an eldritch monstrosity with my bare hands and win. Like, let's be real here, chat. Let's be real. I kind of want to rest a couple of times, which I know is, like, not great, because it's, like, Doom stonks, but we are going to get minus 10 Doom. Actually, now that I say that out loud, yeah. We just have to not Doom out to the Final Mystery and the Fake and Injury, hell yeah. We just have to not Doom out to the Final Mystery and the plus 10% Doom from the Lighthouse, potentially. The Kabuki Killer, the Desperate Father. I mean, yeah, listen, as far as, like, literally everyone else goes in World of Horror, he's probably on the lowest point in the tier list for, like, evil. You know what I mean? We need to... oh my god, that's a great idea. We need to make a tier list of, like, WA evil. Like, who in World of Horror is more morally justified enemies-wise? And who is just pure evil, right? Like, pure eldritch evil, like Akamanto or something, you know? Ooh, that's a fun idea, actually, chat. That is a fun idea. So I think we're gonna sort of play out these fights in exactly the same way. Yeah, we're gonna play out these fights in basically the exact same way. I wish we could cheese the game by boosting twice, but that didn't work. We're gonna just do that again, I think. Actually... I mean, I can't do that, because if these miss, like, miraculously if these miss, then it's, like, the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. But what if they didn't miss? What if we were balling? I gotta do it. Oh, perfect. I'm wondering if there's any World of Horror enemy who could be considered, like, morally good. You know what I mean? And it would obviously be, like, evil is the top and then good is at the bottom, right? Because it's, like... Actually, I think maybe the default assumption is that they're all evil, so they would be, like... It would be, like, middle bot, or, like, middle bottom, but, like... Let's take Miku, for example, right? Like, Miku saves the world, but for selfish reasons, and she's an enemy that tries to kill you in every other playthrough. So, like, how evil good is Miku? You know, she's on the wrong side of the law. She's trying to, like, you know, she tries to kill you for literally no reason. But she's doing it to, like, maybe mug enough people to get money for her grandma's medication or something? I don't know. She's sort of like Kabuki Killer tiered, isn't she? Very interesting. Very interesting. The minds are... The meeting of the minds, the council is at work here. I mean, we don't really need more... we don't really need more... whatchamacallit? Perception, because we're just kind of goated right now. And we don't really... We're never going to get knowledge to 8 unless, like, you know, we get, like, some crazy knowledge boosters that are external. We already got strength to 8 or 7 because of Iwa, so we might as well just go the full way, right? We have Book of Gore, bro, and I never used it. That's how goated this run is. I'd be very interested to look at the win rate that I have on the month of Moriko versus the win rate that I had previously, where I'm playing, like, all the characters. Yeah, we're just gonna have to do a little... I'm not wasting any external resources on you. I'm not wasting external resources on you. We're sending you to hell. I can't believe we're at a point where we could realistically, like, overload on spells, which is so funny. And I don't really have to worry. We're so, like, reason-rich right now that I think getting, like, minus reason at this point is, like, an acceptable outcome, but we're a little bit worried about our stamina. But I guess we have Book of Gore we could ball, but I don't really want to use Book of Gore. Seems kind of resinous. Alright, so we did that just for, like, funny vampire healing, because, like, you know, vampires, they just kind of do that. They just kind of heal. They're just kind of annoying like that. Look at that, you piece of junk, you piece of crap. Get out of here. Occult Diaries pretty pog. We love to see that. I mean, I guess we could just, like, go in, and if we die, we could just use Book of Gore. Or, you know what? We could use Regeneration instead. You know what? Let's use that. Let's use Regeneration unironically. When we could have just used Book of Gore for free, but let's do it. Let's do it. Look at that. We're on Athiola's at, so Regeneration doesn't cost sanity, even though we've got 80 million sanity and never have to worry about it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and brace for impact, and then we're gonna go ahead and throw hands. Apparently I right-clicked like 80 times to make that happen. So, I mean, we got you tapped for lethal, brother. We got you tapped for lethal, brother. Get out of here. I mean, you do have to admit that, the old shotgun being able to pull 15 guaranteed damage out of its ass is pretty good. Hello, dog. How are you doing? I ate a, everything bagel flavored thing, and so she's smelling my... she's sniffing me. What the heck? Everything bagel is not for you. But she would go crazy. But it's got, like, onion in it, I think, so you can't have it. It's got, like, garlic in it, so you probably can't have it. I know that a lot of that stuff, like onions, are, like, real bad for dogs, so you can't let them have anything like that. Which... I mean, listen, whenever you're eating something and your dog's looking at you, like, you're holding a pot of boiling water and your dog's like, oh, can I have it, can I have it, can I have it? You always gotta, like, do the little cursory Google search to see, like, if what you're cooking with is safe for dogs, and, like, a lot of the time it's like, no. Because I guess I use a lot of onions in my cooking. Onions are good, though, dude. They're great. Right, so let's see how this is gonna go. -3, boss, -3, -2, doom, -6, -3, and then the full, so it's -6, -5. And it is the full lighthouse, it's the whole lighthouse. So what we're gonna do, I think, is hit regeneration because I think that's funny. And then we're gonna go in, and hopefully we don't doom out. I could lose because of what I just did, but I think this is really funny. I think it's way funnier than using Book of Gore. I think it's way funnier than using anything else, or, like, resting. We should get a perception to 8. That's really my bad. Because this is a, the deft handling is 20%, adrenaline is 15. So I guess what that goes out to is that if you want to do 4 attacks, you got to get perception to 8 with the old shotgun. So it's like, that kind of sucks, honestly. We have the Crestfallen Mask. What am I, like, actually thinking about, guys? I mean, it'll probably work TM. It didn't work. That's fine, because guess what? You're gonna get kicked, and we're not giving you a chance. I gave you a chance. You could have ran the gauntlet. You could have ran the gauntlet, don't blame me. Oh, now we get anatomy class. After learning that valuable lesson, Moriko is like, I gotta make sure I can kill this guy. But hey, you know, we probably win without inflicting Moriko with the faceless curse for the rest of her life in case she forgets to sell it to a dog, so... After using the Crestfallen Mask, so I think we're good. I think we're kind of big chillin', guys. I think we're kind of cleaning up here. We're kind of locking in. 2660, huh? Not 2700, but 2660. That's a rare banger right there. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.